Yeah, everyone calm down. It's not that exciting of a stock. It's water heaters and boilers. But if you go down to your basement right now and you look at the label on the boiler in your water heater, there's a 1 in 2 shot that it was made by A.O. Smith or one of its subsidiaries. So this is a 150-year-old company, dates back to just after the Civil War, been a publicly traded company for longer than I'm alive. But it's essentially a company that owns its space. And the reason why this space is interesting to me is because we are underhoused in this country. So this stock has been on fire since really the pandemic started. I think it'll continue. Demographically, we're going to build more and more homes. Every one of them needs a water heater. In the meanwhile, the company says about 85% of their sales each year is replacement because obviously this equipment doesn't last forever. They're also in commercial, and now they're in India and China doing not only their traditional business, but also purifying water, which is a massive opportunity. So the stock acts great. They're buying back a ton of shares. The dividend goes up every year. This is a classic compounder. Market cap is only $13 billion. I still think there's a lot of room for this stock to work. I'm almost surprised Berkshire Hathaway isn't involved or the full owner of this already. But I think they're going to have another great year, just like last year was a great year. I want to be involved, and so I started to buy it.
Okay. Speaking of Berkshire, Berkshire.A is another one of your 3 picks, along with Roblox, which is, a new buy as well, which we highlighted on this program on New Year's Eve. The interesting thing of your sector pick is biotech. Tell us why biotech, of all the sectors that are out there, caught your eye the most for this year.
It was, I think, the worst of all the growth stock sectors in existence last year. These stocks really never got off the mat. They really never got in the game. There are some reasons behind that. I think a lot of attention was focused on vaccines, and rightly so. And there were some high-profile biotech drug busts where trials didn't go as expected. So I think that combination of factors just kept these names out of the limelight. But if you think about an environment of decent economic growth but decelerating, and people looking for opportunities where there's secular growth that's not reliant on the overall economy, that's where those stocks are. They're in healthcare, and they're specifically in biotech. So I like the IBB. I think it's the best way to play it. It's 50% of the market cap is in the top 10 names. So I think you make money in either direction. But, whether small caps or large caps outperform. But I think the big names in biotech are poised to have a decent year comparatively to the rest of the market. And this is how you get exposure to that.
Okay.